Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Gio, not G30, back again with another video. Today, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to make a performance version of y'all song at home. Alright, so per usual, you should have your song open in FL Studio. This is a song called Dirt that has yet to be finished. I'm looking for a feature. But let's say just using this as an example. This is what it sounds like from hook to verse. All right, so I'm not gonna play the entirety of the fucking song, but I think y'all can kind of get an idea of the difference that you're going to need in regards to what you want the audience to feel, right? So when you're looking at building a performance version of your song, your main focus, well, I want to say your main focuses should be having the right amount of help on the hook and giving yourself enough space on the verses. So an easy rule of thumb would be to just turn down or turn off all of your vocals in your verse, right? Because you're gonna be rapping that shit regardless. If you've seen one of my TikTok videos, I talked about songs being performable or not. There's always loopholes. I would prefer niggas rap songs that you could just rap without having to do tricks and shit because that just makes the process easier. But I'm also the type of nigga to not tell you that you can't do shit. So, me personally, I like to just rap my songs. So, what I'll do is I'll go to my vocals. I won't delete them, but I'll figure out what my vocals are coming in on. For this first one, one thing I will do, I will set an automation clip on this motherfucker, right? Because remember how earlier I said you want help on the hook. You want help on the hook. You don't want to turn it all the way off for the hook, right? So for this, it's gonna be less about actually turning the vocals down and more about EQing, which I'm gonna get into later on. But for now, I'm just gonna play the song and see where it starts to sound like it's more of a background vocal instead of a lead vocal. So you're gonna play it. Actually, start from the hook. Hop on the stage and I rock it. Bitch, I'm not new trending topic. When I get VV lace, they gonna flock it. Switching lanes, I don't think I'm ever. That sounds like a good volume for it to be a support vocal, right? So you're gonna copy value, then you're gonna go to your, what the fuck is this called? Your automation clip, and you're gonna paste the value, right? Front to end. This is the loudest your fucking volume is gonna get in terms of your vocals. Hop on the stage and I rock it. Bitch, I'm not new trending topic. When I get VV lace, they gonna flock it. Switching lanes, I don't think I'm. Slightly more quiet, right? Now, when you go to your verse, you're gonna be either, like I said, turning it all the way down, or you're gonna be turning them just lower. For this specific song, later on, when I'm like, I'm gonna leave the ad libs in the doubles in there, but for this, I want the ending of all of those lines to hit. So I know. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to lower the volume on my verse all the way down to 0, and just to give the ad libs some help, I'm going to turn them up just a little bit every single time that end part comes in, just for that little specific song. And this is not an end all be all for all vocals, bro. Like, this is just what I like to do. But, you know, always just take a blueprint and do whatever the fuck you want with it once you learn what the fuck you're doing, right? So I wanted to have emphasis kind of like doubles or ad libs on the vocals, assisting the actual doubles and vocals because they're a little lower. But it should sound something like this. And that back, I gotta sing it. I know, say how you do it, how the fine, or I just got to the fine, right? So you can only imagine in a fucking venue with loud ass fucking speakers, that's gonna knock a little bit. Um, so like yeah, whatever, like with your own song, you want to kind of just gauge, like, you got to always think about what the performance is gonna be like, right? So I'm imagining like I want it to be my voice, and then where I want emphasis to be, I want the speakers to give that to the audience, because most likely niggas are gonna be fucked up. They're gonna be drunk, they're high as fuck. They're not really gonna be paying attention. But one thing they can do is feel. all the fucking bass coming from those goddamn speakers. So, I want the speakers to pick that up. So once you kind of got everything, like this is just like the hook. This part, this is a little bridge. That can kind of stay there because I have ad libs that are kind of screaming throughout that shit though. But regardless of what's going on, the main vocals are really what you want to leave in. Your ad libs and your doubles, once again, it's all nuanced. I usually leave mine in because why not? They're fucking ad libs. You should have ad libs on a song that you're performing if there's ad libs on it. Right, and you can also see how the main vocal is in a similar vocal range or in a similar volume range as the doubles and the ad libs. So that's pretty much it for gain staging and cutting out vocals. Next thing we're going to focus on is the EQ, because like I said before, those fucking speakers have so much low end for no reason. Those microphones pick up so much mid and low for no reason. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut some of that shit the fuck out. We're gonna put that shit under Frontier. This is a really old song though. This is not what my fucking bus looks like. So don't fucking judge me, right? But we're going to, what is this? High shelf. We gotta take a high shelf, to be honest. And you wanna lower that shit like, I don't want to give you a number because that shit might not be right, but I'm gonna say like 2 dB to start with. Just lower it from there, right? So you don't even gotta move it from here. This is the fucking stock EQ. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this and move it back to around 1,000 hertz, and then with this, I'm gonna make it real steep, and then I'm just gonna use this little fader over here to like slowly move it down until I start hearing what I want. So I'm gonna start it from the hook out here. So y'all notice how much quieter that shit got. I only lowered it 3 dB, right? Now you can, I'm thinking about maybe raising it up a little bit. So we're gonna play around with that shit. But like, I'd say 2 dB to start with, depending on how aggressive your vocals are coming in through the song. This is an extremely aggressive song. This is necro trap. The beat's doing a bunch of fucking crazy shit. The vocals are doing a bunch of fucking crazy shit. It's a lot of shit you're gonna have to like make quiet for the people in the crowd to, you know, unless you're one of those niggas that want the beat in the song to carry you, then you shouldn't even really be doing a performance version or cutting out vocals. And if you do make a performance version, don't cut out vocals, just cut out some of the fucking high end in your fucking set. Also, don't fucking quote me. Don't fucking quote me on my DIY nigga, just like the rest of y'all. But from here on out, I got the volume set. Now I'm just gonna play around with the placement of this shelf at a higher frequency. So we're gonna play with that real quick. All right, so this sounds cool around 2,500 hertz. I'm gonna turn the EQ on and off just so y'all can hear the difference in the fucking sound. Right, then you want to fucking just listen to it all the way through and export it. Now, if you have a mic and a speaker, I would recommend playing it on the mic and speaker and kind of just rehearsing in your basement or rehearsing in your garage, just rehearse the shit on a speaker and listen to how it sounds. I'd recommend recording yourself as well. Seeing if you can like make any tweaks to anything. Maybe you might want to bring some of the high end back in. Maybe you might not want to do all these vocals coming back in the middle of here. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just gauging where you at. But if you are someone that does not have money to go to the studio, does not have a speaker and a microphone, this is good enough. Opens up enough room for people to hear you on the microphone and for it to be chill. So we're gonna export this as a wave of, actually, I'm gonna wave. Now you can really, honestly, you could export this as an MP3 because this is not the file that's going up on DSPs. So export this as an MP3 because most niggas be needing MP3s because they're small as shit. My waves at least be big as fuck. So I'm going to go to desktop, and yeah, that's it. This is not too fucking complicated. I really hope y'all niggas like understand the video. If y'all got some value, of course, leave a fucking like. If y'all need any more help with this process, please drop your questions down into the comments and subscribe to a fucking channel if you want to see more content like this.
You can see me shining through the side door. I've been hard at work, I've been inside more. It be feeling best, like I'm a cyborg. I've been getting better if I don't fight for him. This is not my lesson, got like 5 forms. Taking a rich shot because I might score. Yeah, my niggas getting like a pile up. Had to get away and get my side up. Bitch, I got 2 turned up.